I'm Victoria Stace and I teach Insolvency Law, Laws 362. Insolvency law is the law that applies when a person goes insolvent. It could be a natural person or it could be a company. So this is the position that a person gets into when they cannot pay their debts. If a natural person gets into that position, one option could be to go into bankruptcy. Or one of the creditors of the person, like the IRD for example, could put a person into bankruptcy. And we look at the law that applies in that situation. A company can also go insolvent. In other words, get into a position where it can't pay its debts. And a creditor might apply to the court to put a company into liquidation. You've likely heard of companies that have gone into liquidation. For example, Dick Smith was a very high-profile New Zealand company that went into liquidation in 2016. So what happens then? Who gets to share in the remaining money that's left in the company, if there is any? What about if there isn't enough to pay all the creditors? Who misses out? What about when the liquidators take over and they find that the directors have been running the company badly, or perhaps even worse, transferring assets out to a friendly related company? Can the liquidator get those assets back to pay the creditors? There is lots of interesting law here and lots of different issues to consider. Insolvency is a very topical subject. It seems that almost every year, one or two high-profile New Zealand companies go insolvent. Dick Smith, as I mentioned, was one. Others are Topshop and Shoe Connection in 2017. So the big law firms have insolvency practices within those firms, and also the accountancy firms do a lot of insolvency law work. So there are a lot of job opportunities arising from the subject of insolvency law.